Hello Lolas, welcome back to my channel guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. Today I have Zende and Houston together. So Zende is the Kent sculpt by Claire Teller and Houston is the Ezra sculpt by Tori Dolls. Her name is Victoria P. I can't pronounce the last name. But I just wanted to show them they're in the same size clothes, similar clothes. It appears that Houston is a little bit smaller than Zende as far as like length, and I think it's only because his legs is scrunched a little bit more, and he does have smaller feet, so his foot doesn't feel this completely, wherein Zende foot pretty much, this is his toe, this is his heel, so it pretty much feels this, but it's loose because they're petite. And I think Zende is thinner in his legs. I think he has a little bit more, just a tad bit thicker like thigh area, but he's like, as you can see, very gap baby, like pose, like wide legs, and his legs is a little bit more relaxed, still kind of got the baby position. They're both, as you can see, like narrow in the waist. That's why I say these two sculptors are definitely like on the same page as far as skill set, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. Their hands are petite, like babies are very petite, not, you know, chunky fingers or anything like that. His is more straight out. I do like that Zende, like this open hand is a little bit more relaxed. So I usually put hand mitts on both of them, and even more so on Houston, just because I like them to look very relaxed. I just took them off for the video, but I don't know. It's something about us as collectors. Some things are just weird of how we like things, and some stuff, like, it just makes me feel better to see him with the mitts. So they're both babies that can drink and wet. So both boys that drink and wet. This one has just elbow armatures. His is like full shoulder, so to speak. I'm a little nervous about these. They're hinges. They're different. It's kind of different. Zende has actual like knee armatures, and then in his ankle, but he doesn't have any armatures in his leg. Zende is more firm, as in this one is just like mush mush. So he's like pretty firm compared to Houston. So like, I'll show you guys. All right, let's see. Trying to not be in the camera. So when I pick him up, you can see this, like this. If I pick him up, it's like, see how that fit is crazy, right? So it almost makes me nervous. So it's a huge difference in their softness. Like, soft. He has, you know, he's soft. Like, you touch his head, like, but if you touch his head or you do that, it's like his whole face will go in. Like, I have to really press so I press to see how I had to press a little bit more with force, to the point of where his passy like was about to come out. So but this is the funny thing about it. I actually love them for the way they are now. I really I rooted a little bit more on him a while back, and I was saying like, oh, I'm gonna root this baby or that baby, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish Zende, because Zende has been around for 4 years, and he don't have a full head of hair yet. So I think that just makes sense. I'll just go ahead and get him completed. Another reason too is I don't want to end up using the hair and not having like a matching hair for him. Even though sometimes I kind of mix them a little bit to give that true newborn hair. Like my grandson, it was so funny. He had so many things going on with his hair. Like he had wavy hair, he had straight hair, he had tighter curl hair, all at the same time. Different parts of his hair was like doing different things. It had weird baby pattern of hair. Like it was just crazy. It's just little things that I do with my personal babies that other people want differently. Like I don't like my baby's hair to come all the way down in their forehead. It's just my personal babies, but most of the collectors that I, work for or work with, they tend to want, more hair. They want the hair to be longer. But when I look at real newborn babies, if their hairline is like not that far down, they'll have baby hairs on their forehead and stuff like that, but their actual hairline doesn't usually come all the way down like that. So anyway, just some of the little things I'm just particular about my personal babies. So I will, when I get him rooted, it'll be different than days and days. I'm gonna have some curly hair because I've started that with him. I was gonna do more straight, but I was like, I want to be able to be versatile. So yeah, so he has more of a curl in his head. Let's see, like you can see, see the curl there. So he has more of a curl pattern. He doesn't have any hair to be showing really. So, but yeah. So anyway, that's just me. I don't know if you guys have like certain things, like especially as artists, that you do with your personal babies that you don't necessarily do with babies that you're selling and stuff like that. Because I think when you're selling, you're trying to go with what the majority of people like. That's just like I like a lot of like little blemishes and little things and whatnot. But I don't, some people have said they don't particularly care for it in their babies. But I think when they see it, so like these babies, like he doesn't have like a lot of like blemishes and stuff, but his details are in the way that he's painted, like his skin tone. Same for him, like pretty much details is pretty much just in there. You see how soft he is? Like he's soft too. Soft, but like it's just a difference. It's just more like memory foam with him, and but not, yeah. So he's just more a softy baby, but it's not that big of a deal. Some people don't like their baby super soft. I'm just a collector that does, and I know sometimes they're like borderline maybe too soft, but I like the way they cuddle up in like sleepers and like pajama clothes and stuff like that. I think they just, I don't know, sometimes they just pose nice, and their head turn really good. His head turns good. Their head turns about the same. So that's just that. But anyway, just sharing them difference in the two. Somebody asked about like their comparing their complexions, and I just wanted to show like they have different complexions. I think all my babies tend to come out fairly different just because I don't have a direct formula that I use. So I don't really remember how to get back necessarily to a certain color. And then like the way that I apply the color is different every time. The way that the different undertones that I use is different every time. But the most crazy, bizarre thing is, and this actually even trips me out, is that all of my babies, I use the exact same colors. Which is that 9-pack from Smooth On. The 9-pack color thing. So I use those colors. Like, I don't use any premix colors. I don't use any other type. I only use Sick Pigs. I know that a lot of people talk about like Sam paints and different stuff like that. And it's nothing wrong with those other paints and stuff. It's the way I taught myself to paint. So I just haven't deviated from it. But anyway, that is it. I'm not going to make this video long. I'm going to go get Austin, figure out him something to wear, and get him changed. And then I will come back and do a video. I'm so excited about these boys. Like, yeah. Now, I will say Phoebe is as soft as Houston. Phoebe is my other soft baby. And then I think Tiger and these babies are, Tiger and Zende is about the same. Tiger is so big. Let me bring Tiger over here. He needs another hat, guys. So don't judge him. He's not matching because I was changing his clothes. And I gotta find the hat that goes to this. Oh my gosh. I don't even think I can get him over here. Oh. Like, he's a giant. So let me see. I'll try. I'm trying to think. Who should okay, I'll put him here, and I'll try to put Tiger here in between, I guess. Oh, I hope I'm not in the camera a whole lot. But yeah, hold on. There we go. He's gonna have curly hair too. It's wavy to curly or whatever, but he's getting actual human hair. So yeah, so that if you wanted to compare like skin tones, even all three of them are really like different skin tones. Let's see. Here we go. He has armatures in his arms and legs, so if I straighten his legs out. So, but funny thing is, this one is fairly long too. So like, he has a good length, but he's not all the way up shoulder to shoulder though. Now they're shoulder to shoulder. So yeah, they're, see if I can put the light over them. But there you have it. So those are my boys. And I forget that I have like Tiger's full body because he's so big and I'm not used to having a big full body. So I have 4 full bodies, I think. Yeah. So that's it. Let's see if I give you guys like an overview. I'm gonna move this light over a little bit more. And move this light here. And I'm gonna take a picture. So I'm setting them up actually to take a picture. So, and I'll post it on my Instagram. Guys, don't forget to join my channel membership. Also, you can follow me on Miss Serenity Smith on Facebook and Miss Serenity Smith Babies on Instagram. Thank you and have a wonderful day.